Well, Tom, has it been, what sort of week has it been? Up and down, I think, probably with the best description, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's been very up and down. The West Brom game was quite a scrappy game and not one for the purists, but we got the result, and I'm sure after the game on Wednesday that West Ham are probably thinking the same, that they didn't play that well, but they got the result, which is all that matters.
Controversial night, but also disappointing because Alan McGregor's in a bit of a bad way by the sounds of it, isn't he?
Yeah, obviously the lads send their best wishes to him and hope him a speedy recovery, but yeah, it doesn't sound good for him. But equally, I think if the referees had seen the handball before, I don't think it would have got to that stage, and it's just one of them unfortunate incidents, really, which can happen on a football pitch.
Yeah, a bad few seconds for the club in general, wasn't it, with the decision that was given, and then the injury that you've seen that could keep Alan out for the rest of the season.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. I think it started in the middle of the park where the referee intercepted a pass and it dropped to them, and there's a couple of ricochets off James Chester and myself in the box and onto an handball, and then obviously Alan had to make a decision to spread himself, and luckily enough for them, the forwards just managed to loop it over his head.
You've got Steve Harper to come back in. He's had to do that regularly, and he's done well when he's done it, hasn't he?
Yeah, Harps has been fantastic when he's played, whether it's the cup game or a few league games that he's played, but he's been brilliant this season.
So that gives you that stability at the back ahead of a game at Stoke, where you'll probably need a bit of that because they're on a good run now, aren't they?
Yeah, Stoke are probably one of the only teams down there that have sort of pulled themselves away and are probably definitely safe now. So we know it's going to be difficult, and I watched the game against Aston Villa at the weekend, and I thought they were brilliant, and the way Mark Hughes has gone and sort of changed their philosophy is full credit to him, really.
Yeah, there is a big change there, isn't there? They look a very different side now, but they keep some of the core elements out. They're still strong, still a big side, still very physical in their approach.
Yeah, you still know what you're going to get, but as you say, I think they are trying to play through midfield a little bit more, but equally they're all still fit boys, and they're all strong, and if it has to go back to front, then there's not many better in the game than Crouchy.
At this stage, given where you need to be in terms of points, would a draw be a really good result then?
I think any point away from home, especially in our situation, is a good result, but if we can put in the performance we did the other night with 10 men, I don't see why we can't go there and hope for the 3 points.
I don't know whether it's working to your advantage playing well, because you have played well against West Ham, you played well against Man City, and came away with defeats, and yet when you didn't play quite so well against West Brom, that was when you got the win. So can you sort of evaluate what kind of performance you need to put out against Stoke City?
Yeah, we need to find a medium, really. Playing fairly well but getting the win. But I think at this stage of the season, we just need to get as many points as possible. I think maybe another 5 or 6 points will keep us safe this season. So we've got a chance to get through tomorrow, so hopefully we can go in there full of confidence off the back of a good performance against West Ham.
When you saw the game against Villa last week, and Stoke were involved in it because they went behind very early on, fought back, did you see any chinks in their armour, things that you might be able to exploit?
I wasn't actually watching it for that reason, to be fair, but no, I think obviously the manager later on today will come up with a game plan, and we'll do the videos later on and show their strengths and weaknesses, and then hopefully the game plan put in place will work, and hopefully we'll come away with the 3 points.
Ross says you need 10 wins. He said it all season, you're 1 win away. Is it tantalisingly close now?
Yeah, I think it's getting like that for every team. Some teams are in every game's a must win, whereas we know ourselves that I reckon 1 more win and a couple of draws will see us safe, but obviously we're running out of games, so we need to get the points on the board as soon as possible.